I've heard tales. Tales here in Narathil. I'm not entirely sure if the rumors are true. Have you heard the rumors? I would hope you have. It seems the hunters have made an appearance in Narathil. And it is my job as a keeper, a creature keeper, to fight back against the hunters and call on the creatures. Any creature. Anything that is in here is available for me to use. But let me ask you, if you were in Narathil right now, which you are, if you came across the hunters, they have crossbows. Crossbows. Deadly. Yes, quite deadly. Very quick they are in their shooting and their draw. What would you do if you came up against the hunters right now and they were going to Witherbrook Village to destroy the most precious thing, imagination, for control, to spread darkness and fear over Narathil? What would you do? What kind of creature would you bring with you to aid you? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of hunters out there. We keepers, we keep the creatures, right? We keep them safe. We keep the children of Narathil safe. We keep imagination safe. However, there are those who'd rather hunt it. Hunt it down. The keepers, you see, are wizards. Yes. Keepers are wizards, you see. We can make any creature, any figure come to life in order to aid us. Yes. In order to aid us. And I see Wheels has become the first volunteer. Thank you for volunteering. Yes. Wheels, you must ready yourself to go out into Narathil. Make sure that the children are safe. Right? Find the hunters. They're the bad guys here. And for crying out loud, be careful in case you come across Maltharis Darkfang. Need I say that name again? Ugh. He is the main villain here. Maltharis Darkfang. Can't believe I just had to say that twice. Ugh. But, right now, how are we? Hello there, Wyatt Rollins the Snoop. Another new creature friend, yes? Hello there. I am Creature Keeper. I am the sole owner of over 1,100 figures. Creatures from all walks of life. And also defender of the children of Narathil. What is Narathil? Glad you asked. This is the world. Narathil is where I live. The Hollow is just, well, you know. Did the snake come yet? Snake. Was I getting a snake? Oh, yes, that came a while ago. I was like, am I supposed to be getting something that I don't know about? Yes, that came a while ago, yes. Got it for my birthday. Yes. I think this would be a good fighter to fight the hunters. A stone worm that can move in all directions. Unless there's another. I mean, I said there might be a dinosaur coming. Oh goodness. Yeah, he came a little while ago too. I have three of them now. Yes. I now have three shadow worms. Oh, here we are. Yes, three shadow worms. Well, okay, this is just one, but you know what I mean. Schleich did a great job on this guy. They did a great job. You can move in all sorts of directions. It makes it a whole lot funner to do dioramas and stories and scenes and all that other good stuff. I was like, I do not. I figured you were probably talking about Protator. Oh my goodness. Yes, Protator is waiting for his shadow worm to arrive. As far as I know, I think he is still waiting. Uh, I assume I'm going to find out when he gets it because he said he was going to give me a shout out when it comes. So I'm guessing that's how I'll know. I don't. I've only had like one person give me a shout out in my life. That was quite a while back, a couple years. Um, I was like, wait, I was not waiting for a worm. Or a snake. I mean, there are a lot of snakes that I don't have. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not waiting for any new ones just yet. uh, no, yeah, Protator is waiting for a shadow worm. I think he just got the lava smasher. Oh, yes. I mean, I did just get a third shadow worm. Yes, myself. What was that? Last week? No, hold on here. That was a couple weeks ago already. Wow, that's fast. But yes, I now have three shadow worms. I'm a little crazy, but you know, I might be a little bit insane here. Nothing wrong with that, right? There is a lava worm coming out later this year, which I am very, very excited for. I'm really hoping that they make ice and jungle, because then I'll have all five. I'll have all five worms for all the factions. That would be pretty cool. So I started something today. Yes. I have started something today that I think all of you will like. Creature Keeper, your friendly neighborhood creature tamer extraordinaire. I have started on a new venture. A new venture, if you saw my post from earlier today. Yes, I have begun a new story, a new book. A new book that is all about Narathil. It's all about the creature keepers. It's all about the different animals, the dinosaurs, the dragons, the cryptids. Obviously, the only ones I'm not going to be doing are the How to Train Your Dragon, Harry Potter, Eldrador, because those are all, you know, set in stone type of characters. I won't be using those. But I'm going to be using dinosaurs. I'm going to use tigers, gorillas, you name it. Yes, you went to London. How was it? Yes, I remember you. I gotta say, I rarely ever forget names. I may have to look a couple of times, like, yes, I've seen that name before, but I don't remember who it belongs to. Yes, London. London. Did you see Wheels there? Wheels, did you see Danielle? I'm just saying, you're all in Great Britain. No, that's marvelous, marvelous. Probably saw each other in passing. Marvelous. No, that's awesome. One of these days, I'm gonna keep saying it until I go. I'm going to go to London. I saw 10,000 people this week. Are you sure none of them were Danielle? I'm just throwing it out there here. Maybe you saw somebody named Danielle. Yeah, just throwing that out there. I do have a new figure. All right, I actually do have a new figure to show this week. Yes, I actually do have a new one. And it's not a worm, it's not a snake. It's got legs and a tail and teeth. And it's really big. And it's got very short arms. I present to you Tarbosaurus. Just another version of the T-Rex. This is Tarbosaurus. He's got a little weight to him. He's not like the heaviest figure that I have, but I love him. I love him either way. This is from Schleich. He was on a really good deal. And I'm trying to get all the T-Rex type figures right now. Which I now have. Hold on. I'm going to lose count here. 7? I think I have 7. Yeah. I believe I now have a 7 T-Rex type figures. I mean, one could count the Allosaurus because it kind of looks like a T-Rex. Let me think here. Let me think. Was he? Were you in the pics? Tell me truthfully now. Were you? I don't think he knows. I will have to go back and look. It's possible. It's possible. I've taken so many pictures this week, done so many videos. I remember names. I remember people. I remember faces. I don't always remember what I did yesterday. What did I have for breakfast this morning? I'm getting old. Some people say I'm young. Possibly true. But I feel old. Yes. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, my brain's like, no, not today. Tarbosaurus. Yes. Okay, this is coming back to me. This is coming back to me now. Yes, he was, wasn't he? Right. I was like, I think I took. Did I take a picture of you? I probably did. Yeah, he was in a short. That's right. Oh boy. Yeah, he was in a short yesterday. That's right, because my niece, my 12-year-old niece, was saying, I think you're going to have 2,000 views on that one. Yes. Yes. I forgot that I posted those. I couldn't remember if I had just posted those on Facebook or if I did them on YouTube as well. That's right. It has been a day. It has been a brain-draining day, I tell you. Yes. My, like I said, my 12, wow, I can't talk. My 12. Try saying that word 2 times fast. 12-year-old niece said, I think we're going to have 2,000 views on the Tarbosaurus walking up to a waterfall by tomorrow morning. Oh, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. Because I told her the Yeti walking around the snowy forest of Narathil was is now at like 6,700. That's insane. I did not see that coming. I agreed, right? I agreed. I did not put that giant T Rex in there just so everybody's aware of that. I did not put the giant T Rex in there. It was just this guy, just a little bitty Tarbosaurus here. Tarbosaurus. Yeah. I super love this guy. Really, really love this guy. And actually, I have a second figure to show off. Yes. It's another dinosaur. Like I said, I'm kind of going a little dinosaur crazy right now, trying to stock up on dinosaurs. Who loves dinosaurs? For those who are on, who loves dinosaurs? If I get somebody that says dinosaurs are ridiculous, you may go. The door is over there. But I do have a second figure here. I believe I now have all of the Schleich T Rex figures. I've had a black one of this guy for a long time, but I now have the green one. I have been wanting this green one for so long. Yes. Oh, let's see. How do these two look together? Oh, not bad, not bad. Yes, I like that. Schleich does a good job. Schleich does a very good job, don't they? Love the colors. Absolutely love the colors. Yes. I am very, very happy to have all of the T Rex figures. Now, if somebody tells me, oh, there's actually one more that you're missing, I'll be like, well, I guess I know what's coming in the mail tomorrow. Because I'm sure Schleich is coming out with just boatloads of new creatures this year, which they are. Yes, we're getting much closer to some new Eldrador figures coming out. The Ice Lynx, the Ice Lion, the oh, what's the other one that's coming out? Let's see, I think it's the Stone Dragon. Yeah, the Stone Dragon and the Ice Crab. That's right. I almost forgot about the Ice Crab. That thing is going on its own shelf right there because it's going to be that big. It's going to be quite large. Yes. Quite large. Now, one may say, what in the world are you going to do with an ice crab? Oh, no, I'll ask it when it arrives. I'll let the ice crab decide what it wants to do when it comes. I cannot wait for those shelf spots and these two shelf spots to get filled up. Make crab soup. It'll be a little cold. Like I said, he's made out of ice. But, I mean, cold soup, it could be done. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that eat cold soup, right? uh, so anyway, I was saying earlier that I started a new venture, started a new book. I just about halfway, I would say halfway through chapter 2. So it's coming along nicely. I actually just started it today. Like maybe 10:30. I sat down at the computer and just typed for like 2 hours. Yeah. But it's coming along. It's coming along. These are not going to be long books, I'll tell you that. These are not going to be long. These are going to be short, sweet, simple, and fun. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You speak of the truth here. And no truer words have been spoken today. I can guarantee it. Actually, there probably have been, but right now. uh, I'm sure so many people that are new are gonna get on there like, whoa, whoa. There's not a whole lot of creatures right now. Don't you worry. They're all over there, or over here. And these shelves are gonna get filled up. I guarantee it. They're going to get filled up. I actually have a Safari LTD order that is ready to be made this coming Friday or Saturday. It's not going to be a big order. It's just going to be three little dinosaurs. Hello, Taylor. How's it going? Yes, not too much going on here. Not too much going on here. Just hanging around with a whole lot of animals. Whole lot of toys. Yeah, I'm talking about a new book. A new book that I am writing. It'll be a short book. It'll be a start of a whole new series. But it'll have most of these creatures in it. Most. Not all of them. Like I said, all the How to Train Your Dragon, Harry Potter, Elder Doors, they won't be in it. Because those are actual characters here. But there will be a lot of tigers, snakes, deer, dragons, wolves, skunks, raccoons, you name it. Yetis. You gotta have chimeras in there. I mean, come on now. Who doesn't want a chimera on their team? Oh, you're gonna go look at the trilogy. Okay. I was like, where you go? Where are you gonna go look at? Oh, okay. Very good, very good. Well, don't take too long now. The world gets very boring without wheels. What's going on? Isabella! Okay. Okay. Well, you tell me if I'm getting too loud, and I will also be quiet. Quieter. Let's see if I talk this quiet. I wonder if they can all hear me. Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? Of course you can. Let's see. This table down here is very full. Gorillas, pigs, monkeys, dogs, foxes, and a ghost. Don't ask me how a ghost fits into all this. I'm just telling you that there is a ghost with all the dogs, monkeys, pigs, and foxes. He looks a little out of place, but I don't know where else to put him right now. Because all of my more fantasy sections are a little filled up right now. Yes, they're a little bit filled up. I can't put them with all the other, Elder Door, because there's more Elder Door coming. So, yeah. But how is everybody doing who is new and just getting on? Welcome to the Hollow. Welcome to the Hollow. The land of creatures, the land of toys, the land of imagination, wonder, magic, and all that other good stuff. And if you are completely bored, let me know, and I will bring out a whole bunch of creatures for you to look at. And I'll start telling you a story as well. I'm a bit of a storyteller, if you can't tell by my voice. I have been told I have one of the Isabella. You're not supposed to say that you're bored right away. You're supposed to wait like 5 minutes here. All right, all right. Oh, not today. I'm also pretty sure. Ah, this is wonderful. Yes, sir. Those are the three. Yes, sir. Return of the Black Knight is first. Rose and the Sword is second. Faith of the Wolf is third. There is a fourth one in the works. There's a fourth one in the works. More details to come. Oh, yeah. Yep. You're good. You're good. Let's see here. I think I missed something. Your shadow worm arrived in the mail today. That, sir, is just awesome. That, sir, we can be shadow worm buddies. Yes, we can totally be shadow worm buddies here. And soon, we'll also be stoneworm buddies. Yes, shadow worm and stoneworm. There's a little bit of a closer look at the stoneworm here. It almost looks like a cyclops, which is kind of cool. And I love the green. Green is my favorite color. I absolutely love the green gems on it. Yeah, so Protator, I can't wait for you to get this one. This is such a cool figure, and I love again that they can move in so many different directions. Up, down, all around. Up, down, touch the ground, turn yourself around. Up high to touch the sky. And tell the aliens hi. Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's see. Oh boy. Well, that, sir. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh man. I'm gonna say the shadow worm. That is a tough choice though. I love both. I think the shadow worm, his face just looks a little more. I don't know what the right word is, but man, that is hard. Actually, that's a really hard choice. There's things I love about both. I love the black of the shadow worm, right? I love the purple. I love the red eyes. I love that he has two eyes. But again, like I said, I love green. So I love how the stone worm looks. I hope to get a second one. I do hope to get a second one here. There is, if you don't know, Protator, there is actually a lava worm or fire worm, whichever you want to call it, coming out for Eldrador later this year. I believe it's in June or July. Don't quote me on that. But man, and I can't wait to have all three of them next to each other and really be able to decide which one I like better. But right now, oh yeah, wow, I love both. That I am I'm there. You go. I'm gonna say it. I love both. They're both very cool. Sorry, allergies are getting to my throat. Ugh. And to my nose too. Still dealing with them. It was like 89 degrees today, and the sun was barely out, and man, did it feel humid. It sprinkled for like a minute. It was the most rain we've gotten in a while. So dry. We're having a lot of wildfires in the state too, which is not good. Man, yeah, That was a good question there, Protator, because you stumped me. I don't know which one I like better. Again, I love the Cyclops look on this guy. I love the green. Oh, we need rain. No truer words have been spoken until now. Agreed. Yes. Uh, yeah, yeah. I love both Stone and Shadow. I mean, if somebody was to ask me, which faction I would, cheer on or fight for, or be like, yeah, I love these creatures, together than all the other ones, I would have to say Stone. Okay. And the reason I say Stone is because the Rock Beast is my favorite. The Rock Beast is my most favorite Eldrador figure. It has been for a long time. I absolutely love the Granite Wolves. I don't know. Can't really see them back there. They're in the shadows, but there's 3 stone giants back there. And I love the chameleon, the stone chameleon. I highly recommend looking for that one. And if you have Schleich's website, schleich.com, you can find all these on there. A lot of these are on sale right now, like big sale. Oh, dude, yeah. I I absolutely love Lava Smasher. Yes, yes. I don't know if you've played the Switch game. I believe it's also for the PS5. But Eldrador Creatures Shadowfall. I love talking about that game because I've played it so many times now. Uh, this guy is hilarious. They actually have voice actors doing voices, which I would love to have been a part of. But that aside, this guy is just fantastic. Um, he's not as hilarious as the ice rat or the lava hyena, but it is a very, very fun game that I highly recommend. Highly recommend. But no, I love Lava Smasher. Um, is there a character Protator that you have more than one of, or that you would want to have more than one of? Because, like I said, I've got 3 stone giants back there, and let's see here. See if I can turn the camera here. Okay, there we go. All right, you see that line starting there and then going this way all the way to the end? Starting there and going that way, right there. Those are 5 rock beasts. That's how much I love that guy. 5 rock beasts. Some may say I'm a little insane. That's probably true. But I do have 3 granite wolves. And again, I highly, highly recommend checking out Schleich's website. It's just schleich.com. That's it. And go to their sale page. The chameleon, the granite wolf, the the shadow bear, the snow wolf, the fireball. There's another one. Why am I not seeing it here? But anyway, those guys are all on sale right now. They're all 50% off. I highly recommend going to check it out. Sorry, not 50. 30. I said 50. 30% off. Still, they might be getting ready to discontinue those. So I highly recommend going to check them out. Because those are all insane. What do we got here? 98. Hey, how you doing? Yes. It's good to see you. Yes, I'm doing good. I am doing good. I'm a little warm right now. It is very hot outside. It was almost 90 degrees today. No rain. Well, okay, it sprinkled for like a minute. But other than that, it's been very dry. Although it felt humid. And I don't have my fan on because my camera catches the fan noise too much. So I'm a little bit warm. But I'm doing good. Let's see. Uh-oh. Did I do we have a connection issue? Oh boy, not again. I despise connection issues. Let's see. I knew Teledor, so I don't have any doubles. But I feel like I would like multiple shadow worms. Yeah. Dude, that is a great idea. That's actually not a. That's brilliant, actually. Yeah, because these guys can come apart. That's not a bad idea there, mate. Rotator, you, sir, are a genius. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I mean, I've seen people, take the different parts and then mix and match with the stone worm. And now that the lava worm is coming out, I think that could really look very cool with the black and purple of the shadow. So that's brilliant. I like that. I may have to look into that. I may also need a very long shelf if I was to put them all together. That'd be cool. I like that. Let's see here. Me being bored. My dear lady, I know how to cure boredom. Yes, I know how to cure boredom. I actually have a friend here who would like to cure your boredom, madam. Excuse me. Excuse me. I still believe I might be lost. I'm looking for Isabella. Yes, is she here? Oh, there she is. Okay, okay, we're good. Okay, now, could we have a conversation here? Yes, I do believe that there is something that we need to discuss. We need to discuss something, and what we need to discuss it cannot be shared with anyone. All right. There are others here. Oh boy, this is going to be a long night. We might have to wait until everybody leaves. Okay, okay. But don't worry, I am right here. Yes, I am here. Everybody's still here? Ah! How long must I wait? I do not want to wait for this long. Hey, Bunny. Oh, hello, Bunny. Yes, a bunny from space. What in the world is a bunny from space doing here? I didn't know they existed. I never thought I would see the day when a bunny from space came to Earth, to Narathil, to Eldrador. I don't know where I am. Hey, Finn. uh, leave it to an ice spider, my friend, to cure boredom. An ice spider. Yes, the Eldrador ice spider, leave it to him. I thought that might cure your boredom. You're welcome. What's going on here? Let's see. Even though my did like I'm 36, right? I'm a 36, 98, and Fun is my middle name. Literally, like Fun Cureness of boredom. Boredom, I don't even know what that means, honestly. Yeah, you're bored? I will make you laugh. Even if they're terrible dad jokes. um, uh, let's see. Finn, I am doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Today's been a little brain draining, but it's been hot. Eesh. Yeah, I'm actually sweating a little bit now. Um, but no, it's been good. It's been good. I'm glad to be on here. Glad to be on here. I can tell you that. Even though you can be any age and find this to be hilarious, I've done my job. If you're like 80 years old, I don't care how old you are. If you're 80 years old and you find that funny, you're welcome. I will accept the Academy Award right now. Yes, this is my job. Yes. What I'm doing right now, this is me. This is all day, all over day. Ah, there's a trophy. The Academy Award, thank you. I would just like to thank the Ice Spider and the other two Ice Spiders, and maybe all the ice creatures back there. I would also like to thank the T Rexes for being always available to chase the Ice Spider and always get wrapped up in his icy webs. Biology. Marvelous. Whoop. A criminal defendant. I don't think I've known anybody with that job. Oh, I thought yep, I was reading something completely different. That's on me. The way that it came up, I love inspiring children to achieve their best. I don't know why, but the second that came up, the way that it came up, it looked like chicken. I'm sorry. That's what it looked like. Children makes total sense. I have a case coming up soon, so I am gonna be working on that for the next couple of days. Ah, yes. Well, best of luck to you, sir. Yes, best of luck. If you need somebody to, um, scare the criminals into telling the truth, I've got Yetis over here. Okay, I've got Yetis, I've got Chimeras, I've got T Rexes. Hey, you come to me if you need somebody. Yes, totally. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, do your best. Do your best. School is hard. School is hard, but if you keep at it, you might be a teacher yourself. Might be a teacher yourself. My one of my nieces. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a published author, and I was saying earlier that I started a new book today. Started a new series that is actually has to do with the creature keepers, and this, all most of these creatures are going to be in it. Most of these creatures are going to be in it again, except for Harry Potter, How to Train Your Dragon, and Elder Door, because those are all set in stone characters here. I don't really want 98 to have to come to me and be like, "Did you use these without permission?" So, to avoid that, and that's man, I think that's a crime right there. Honestly, that teachers don't get paid more. They should. They really should. I mean, every day for what, 8 months out of every year teaching kids, whatever age the kids are. Like, seriously, they should get paid a lot more. Now, somebody told me, don't you know the U.S. is broke? We're all broke. Aren't we all? Not all of us are millionaires or billionaires. But, I mean, I highly agree. Teachers need to get paid more. They really do. So, yeah, Finn, the next time you go before the school board, tell them that the creature keeper says you need to get paid more. And if they want to come calling me, well, I cannot promise that a T-Rex is not going to answer the phone. But yeah, no. So I started a new book. It's gonna have most of these creatures in it: tigers, gorillas, dragons, dinosaurs, all that good stuff. So I'm quite excited about that, and that's kind of what tonight's theme is Narathil and the hunters. Um, you know, the hunters are the bad guys in this world. The creature keepers are the good guys, obviously. I am no hunter, sir. Um, Maltheris Darkfang. Ooh, I've already had to say that name 3 times now. He's the main villain. He's the main villain in all of this. I'm in chapter 2 right now. Just started it today. But it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Gonna work on it a little bit more tonight. Probably a lot tomorrow. I hated middle school, the teachers, classes, everything. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Oh man. You know. Okay, I'm gonna say something. I was homeschooled. Okay, I was actually homeschooled my entire life. All right. I have been to a school, yes, but I was homeschooled my entire life. Graduated when I was 19. That was 17 years ago. 17 years in about 4 weeks. My mom homeschooled all 7 of us kids. Okay. Put that into perspective here. Homeschool families, I don't know what it is. They just have a lot of kids. And I should know because, yes, my parents had 7. I'm also the youngest. And I probably never realized either just how strenuous that line of work had to be. I probably never realized that. I probably never did. Yeah. It's one of those things like you just go through life, you do school. Maybe you don't want to do math, you'd rather read a history book. But, you know, I man, yeah, you never really realize when you're in school just how crazy a teacher's job is until you graduate and you're like, oh, wow. You know, I work at the same middle school I went to. Oh, nice. Okay, I was wondering if it was the same school. That's awesome. I'd rather gain muscle. Yeah, I'd rather gain muscle. I've already got 2 years. I'm good. I don't need more than 2. I can hear just fine. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'd rather have the muscle. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna sneeze. Allergies. All right, it's not gonna come out. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. But no, yeah, like you never realize just how incredibly challenging that line of work is. Never really realize. But they are good at their jobs. They're good at their jobs. Just teach them the truth. Yeah. Don't try to stray from the book. Don't try to stray from the answers. You don't want a kid to be totally confused. No, no. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, having coworkers that were actually your teachers. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah. No, that's man. My mom was the only teacher. I mean, and it helped. Yes, my siblings, my six siblings, who are all older again, they, you know, they played on volleyball and basketball teams. Their teammates all had moms. Those moms connected all the time. I played with so many friends way back, in grade school and middle school. Uh, and actually, the church I go to uh, right now, it's funny. I discovered that one of the boys that I grew up hanging out with way back in the 90s actually goes there. I haven't seen this guy in like 20, 25 years. And finding out that he goes there and he and I are connecting again, right? After all these years, we still remember each other. So, oh, dude. Yeah, you're not kidding. You are not kidding. I I know of homeschool families that have 12 kids. Oh yeah, homeschool families that have 12 kids, and they homeschooled every single one of them. I think I'd like to have just two kids. I'm just saying. I don't think I haven't. I think I'd drive myself crazy if I had 12 or seven for that matter. Which and two of my sisters are actually identical twins. So I often have to ask myself, because by the time my mom was let's see. Oh, hey, Bobster, how's it going? Yeah, by the time so my mom got married, she was 19. By the time she was 26, she already had six kids. All of my sisters are like a year or less apart from each other. Take that into consideration. Being a homeschool mom and having six kids before me that were all under the age of 7. Think about that. Think about that. And two of them are twins. So, hey, yes, good to see you, Bubstit. Good to see you, my friend. We're just talking about jobs and schooling and creatures, of course. I was I was homeschooled my entire life. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing what a teacher can do. With the right education, of course. If you're gonna get educated and become a teacher, by all means, become a teacher. I mean, that's practically what you've learned, right? So, I mean, I know a couple of my nieces want to become teachers because they were all homeschooled, right? Um, a couple of my nephews are actually starting construction jobs. That's pretty incredible, right? Who do we got here? JCGS. How's it going? Make sure I got that right. Yeah, JCGS. Hi there. Hi there. How you doing? How you doing? I am Creature Keeper, if you don't know me. I have over 1,100 animal creature figures in here. Oh, what do we got? Oliver. Hello. Thank you. Yes. I think there's a lot more Eldador figure fans than I really thought there was, which is awesome. I've got all my jungle right there and right there. Got all my ice up and down right here. You can't really see them, but there's all my shadow and all my lava right there. Then, down here, behind that bag, that's all my stone creatures. Yes. I have multiples of certain ones. Because I love big armies, I love big battles, and I love characters like this. I love characters. But if I become a teacher, simple answer. Simple answer. To let kids grow, to let kids learn, and it's actually the same school that he went to. So it makes sense. It makes sense to me. I mean, if you're gonna become a teacher at the same school that you went to, something good must have happened, right? Something good must have happened. But no, Oliver, man, there's 20 new Eldrador figures coming out this year, and I am so excited. I am just stoked right now. Which is why these 4 shelf sections right here, those are all currently empty to make room for all the new figures that are coming out. Same thing with these two. These 2 shelf sections are also empty to make room for all the new Eldrador that's coming out. I want to be a teacher. I don't know if Finn is still here, actually. But I'll tell you this, Bubstet. We were saying earlier that teachers need to get paid more. They don't get paid enough. They really don't. My mom homeschooled all 7 of us. All 7 of us. And she didn't get paid, right? She didn't get paid for any of it. But what she did get paid for, or paid with, if you will, was all of us graduating. All of us graduating high school, and all of my sisters are homeschooling right now. So there you go. And whenever I get married and have kids, I too will probably be homeschooling all of my kids. Just because that's what I grew up knowing. Yeah, there you go. Right, yeah. Yeah. It's a great job if you're looking to help people. Kind of like me, I'm educating kids and adults on animals right now, and dinosaurs for that matter. I I was beginning to wonder where you went, Wheels. No worries, I've got all night. Not really. Just don't get me going for another hour now. Has it really only already been an hour? Wow. Okay. Sheesh. That went quick. Um. She is a oh man, I feel like I should know that. I should know this. My brain. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, everybody should be a teacher of some kind. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Like I say, I'm a teacher of animals. Teach kids about animal statistics and health and attitudes and habitats and all that good stuff. I think one of the most amazing animals to me is the polar bear. My goodness. Those bears are huge. They are huge. Can anybody tell me how big a polar bear is on all fours? The answer might surprise you if you get it wrong. Polar bears are bigger than you think, I'll tell you that. Polar bear on all four paws. How tall do you think they are? I'll tell you, a lot of it probably comes from their fur, which is very thick fur for a polar bear. I'm looking at all my polar bears right now. I've got like 20 polar bears. Pathologist. Wow, I didn't know that. That's awesome. That man, that's a deep job right there. Inspector too. Ooh, pathologist. I love that. That's very good. Excuse me. Man, I slept good last night. Oy, I don't know why I'm tired. I shouldn't be. But again, it is quite warm today, and heat can get to me. Ugh. There we go. Okay, pop my neck for a second. Oh, it's better. Let's see. Let's see. Dogs, wolves, tigers, dinos, zebras, zebras, zebras. For those of you who have seen Zootopia 2, you'll know what that's from. Zebras. Oh, he's not being defensive, mate. He's not being defensive. Completely different. If he was being defensive, I think he could be. But no, just a curious inquiry. Just a curious inquiry. No, I know what defensive child looks like, and trust me, that's not it. That's not it. Let's see. Oh, who do we get? Yeah, like I say, yeah, not being defensive. I know what defensive looks like. I've had that in person. Eesh. Mm-mm. Um, I'm gonna eat a little snack here. This is the last thing of applesauce that I have. I gotta go buy some more. Nothing better than a little applesauce. All right. Yeah, like I said, a lot of new creatures coming out. A lot of new creatures coming out. I'm gonna be getting 3 new dinosaurs here in a couple weeks, and then in May. Ooh, May. Yeah, boy. Here, here. Let's do a little something here. Let's do a little something here. can know when things are getting a little bit hairy. And things do get hairy. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Narathil. Narathil is under attack by hunters. I have no idea. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from. I'm not entirely sure. I, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And it's not to be rude to anybody, because he might be a little kid. he might be. I'm just saying that, because that's usually where I see that. That's usually where I see that come from. Is little little kids mostly. But no worries. No worries. Let's see. So, on a lighter note. Oh. With my friend's dogs right now. Okay. Okay. I know all about dogs. Probably too much. I see. They can. They can. It's I'm sure you probably have that, in your line of work there, Finn. You know, it's one of those things that, like you said, they can get out of control in the nicest way, even though they might not know that they are, right? It's That's a tough one, but it is what it is. It is what it is, shit mates. With your my mom friends dogs right now. Excellent. Excellent. What kind of dogs? What kind of dogs here, Isabella? There are so many kinds of dogs. Oh my goodness. There's got to be tens of thousands of dog species. Probably thousands I don't even know about. Let's see. You are welcome. Did I say thank you for something? I probably did. What did I do 5 minutes ago? Let's see here. Yeah, but no, kids can. Yeah, in the nicest ways. It's true, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah. And that's one of the biggest reasons why my mom wanted to homeschool all of us was at the time, and I'm sure it's gotten a little more, you know, out of control in recent years, but the I grew up getting picked on a lot, so she knew that I was gonna get picked on a lot because of stuff that I went through as a kid, and so many fights, so many crazy people at schools back then. Uh, and the schools around here, at least, were kind of going downhill with what she wanted to teach us. Excuse me. So those are some of the biggest reasons that she wanted to homeschool all of us. So there you go. But yeah, rowdy. Man, I've been around that. I've been around that. I mean, even at it, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. High school kids. Okay. And nothing against any high school kids that are on here right now, especially Isabella. But around here, oh boy. Things can get a little out of hand here. Back. Excellent. Excellent. Do. Oh, didn't realize that was gonna happen. All right, hold on for a second here. Hold on a second. I want to do something here. Just want to do something here. Okay, okay. I'm just looking at something here. What went down? We got a little rowdy there. Yeah, yeah. Just a little overreacted. Yeah, just exploring my possibilities as the author here. Yep, kids being kids. I mean, and like I was going to say, the Toys R Us just opened up here, like a mile from my house, which is awesome. Because they have a ton of these figures. They have a ton of these figures. And the last time I was there, whoosh, there was a group of high school boys. Group of high school boys who I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is around here that just makes them go absolutely berserk about anything. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what it is. No clue. Uh, I was actually talking to my parents the other day. That so many things, have gone downhill a lot in recent years, and I said, "Man, that has to be because of COVID." I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. There, I said it on live TV. Um, but yeah, COVID did a number. COVID did a number um, of crazy things. Oh, exactly. It was a huge setback. Huge setback. Oh my goodness. There's I can't even begin to describe how big of a setback that was. It was not good. It was not good. Um but I mean I would love to say that the world learned from it. Unfortunately, I think that went the other direction. Um, and it's always funny because in 2020, um, everyone was so excited, right? It's 2020. It's a new kind of year, like 2020 vision. We're all gonna be able to see, right? We can all see straight the road in front of us. And then COVID happened, and our sight went. um, so Yeah, let's just say the 2020 vision didn't work out. And that was kind of my joke too. Was okay, it's 2020. All right, everybody's got 2020 vision again. Unfortunately, unfortunately, no. That would have been nice, but yeah, COVID, man, that was. Ugh. I had it 3 times. I had it 3 times. That was enough. I'm trying to remember if I had it while I was doing this. I think I had it at least once after I started the channel here. Oh, what do we got? Hey, Steven. Oh, no worries. No worries. I'm on for another 40-ish minutes, so you're good. You're good. How you doing, Steven? I have a problem with putting my phone on silent all the time. Mostly because I got so used to apps dinging my phone during the night, and that would always wake me up. So I just always have my phone on silent, and that means I miss a lot of phone calls that I don't mean to miss. So I totally understand. Totally understand that. Let's see. My clocks have changed now too, so back to normal times. Normal, normal. I don't know what normal time is anymore. Normal for me is 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Oh, hey, it's now 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Great. Oh, hey, it's back to 7 to 8. So what's normal? Normal time. I'm not entirely sure I know what normal time is. There you go. There you go. 1 a.m. Monday and Friday. Woo! I did not know I could be awake that late. You know, I have to envy. I actually have to envy you a little bit, Wheels. Mostly because um you're like, let's see here, it's 8 o'clock here. Wait, it's 2 a.m. there, right? Yeah, it should be 2. So you are 6 hours ahead of me. Man, it's like you took a time machine 6 hours into the future. What am I like 6 hours in the future? Well, you a time traveler. Anybody who's on the European side of the world is like a time traveler. Yes, that would be great. Yes, how many sevens are there? That would be absolutely fantastic. Oh, dead. You're good. You're good. That's like the best time to get word that I am live is when you're in bed. That's like perfect timing. Uh, no, like having having those winning lottery numbers would be really nice. I'd be able to get that castle in no time. Though I might start with a mansion here. Yeah. See how much more room I can get and how many more creatures I can fit. Although again, there's 4 empty shelves here, 2 empty shelves there. So there you go. Oh no, yeah. I didn't think you were being ignorant, mate. No, you're good. You're good. Like I said, I would buy a zoo. That is, man. Let me tell you what. I would build. I would build my own zoo. I would get all the permits, right? I would go around the world, look for different animals. But yes, I would build a zoo. I would Do it in a heartbeat. And yes, I did eat before I got on. But I'm still just a little bit hungry at the moment. That's my stomach for you. Let's see. I would buy a zoo then. And hey, here's the fun part. All the animals in the zoo are already right here because I don't have to clean up after them, right? I don't have to have ginormous cages or outside living areas. I don't have to make sure that all the zebras and all of the kangaroos are in the desert or in the savannah for that matter. I don't have to have a giant tank for all the blue whales and the killer whales and the eel. So, I mean, that's where the stuffed animals come in. I've got so many stuffed animals you could cuddle all you want. What did I eat? We had flounder. Yes, I know. We had flounder fish and mixed vegetables like cooked cauliflower, broccoli, onions, peppers, carrots. That was super good. um, see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. Yes. Do I want one that's real like Zelda, or do I want one that's real like my other sister's dog, Tristan? Oh my goodness. Tristan is a miniature golden doodle. One of the sweetest, funnest dogs, and so small. So small. Oh my goodness. Versus figure, pros and cons. Well, let's see. A plastic tiger is not going to roll over in the night and put his giant paws right into your chest or into your stomach. Let's see. Uh, Also a pro. A zebra figure is not going to lay on your bed and constantly put its bottom up in your face. uh, Cons. They're not as soft as a real dog. Okay, that's true. Uh, Pro, you don't have to clean up after, right? You don't have to let them outside constantly. Pro, these dogs down here are not gonna suddenly start barking at every single thing and scare you half to death. Because that's a lot of dogs. Okay, I'm just saying that's a lot of barking. Con. Can't really think of any other cons. Let's see. All the cons gave you some interesting. This is true. This is true. Yes. Con is you wouldn't have all those interesting stories. I suppose another con, you wouldn't learn responsibility, taking care of a real animal. But again, that goes into the pro, right? You don't have to let the tigers out or make sure that the shark's tank is clean constantly. You don't have to feed the yetis or the werewolf, right? Now, if any of these were real and I had my way of being a wizard, I would say all of these animals, if they were real, could talk. And I would have conversations with a T Rex. Also a pro. Okay, I just thought of this. Also a pro. Uh, the T Rex would be humongous. It would eat everybody in sight. So therefore, yeah, that's probably a pro that it's plastic. uh, oh, no worries, Finn. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for being on. Thanks for being on. Friday. I should be on Friday. Right? Can't think of anything. Can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be. Uh, but yeah, have a good one, Finn. Say hi to all the kids, and if they want to know about animals, tell them to come see me. Okay, tell all the kids at your school to come see me. Just saying. If they like animals, if they like dragons and dinosaurs, just saying. Kind of a good source for that. And the collection is not done growing, I can tell you that right now. Collection is not done. Nope. Schlack's still putting stuff out. Safari's still putting stuff out. Toy Many still putting stuff out. So anyway. Yeah, have a good one, Finn. Have a good one. Let's see. Unfortunately, I do. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong one. Let's see. I've had dogs all my life except for about 3 months, and those 3 months are horrible. Fair enough. Hey, if it's something you like doing, that's awesome. I'm just saying, I don't think you want to pick up after a tiger or a polar bear. Just throwing that out there. That might be a little more, well, smelly is probably a nice way of putting it. um, I mean, if unless you want to clean up after a giraffe and clean a giraffe every day, hey, be my guest. That's awesome. You might have to get a really, really big step ladder to reach the very top of the giraffe's head. But it might be well worth it to see just how tall a giraffe is. They're over 20 feet tall, people. And yeah, that's probably another pro though. Is if that giraffe was real, where in the world would I put that? Please enlighten me. Where would I put a 20-foot tall giraffe? Probably not in my backyard because I don't think it would survive the winters. I do not have a stable big enough for that. Uh, let's think about this. A dragaff, right? A dragaff. Is that a thing? That could totally be a thing. Oh wait. Oh. Well, we're gonna make those couple extra minutes worthwhile for you, Finn. We're gonna talk about cheetahs. We're gonna talk about phoenixes. We're gonna talk about basilisks. We're gonna talk about sea stars, starfish, and octopus or octopi, something like that. What is this? Oh, okay. Yes. Got my wife on the duty I was going to. Yes, that's right. Make the wife do everything. That's funny. Did it not work? Hold on. Oh. Okay, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Okay. A little thing going on with the comments here. Just a second. Okay. All right. We're good. I think we're good here. Let's see. A couple more minutes. Yeah, we're gonna talk about parasaurs. We're gonna talk about T Rexes. We're gonna talk about Harry Potter, if you like Harry Potter. We're gonna talk about ants. Yes, marvelous giant red fire ants. Yes, they are quite large, but I can honestly tell you they are not that big. But I still love them. I still love this figure because it looks like an ant. Yes, it did, and I loved it. I was a little nervous. I was a little bit nervous just because I grew up with the movies. Uh, but I actually really loved what they did. But I will say nothing about it until you see it. But I I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Um, I will say this. I will say this because this gives nothing away in the trailer. Oh, okay. Well, in that case. This character said this, and all these characters did all these crazy things. Now they're in the show, in the TV series. They're actually like, okay. I'll back up. In the movies, there was a lot that was missing from the movies that I hadn't realized until I started reading the books. No, I absolutely love the movies. Right, I adore them. They did get pretty dark, which was gonna happen, but they're going a lot deeper into the books. Right, they're going a lot deeper into the books in the TV series because each season is one book. So they can fit a whole lot more into, I don't know, 40 episodes, I'm guessing, than a 2.5 hour movie. So and the kids they got for the three main ones uh look good. That like the the boy Ron Weasley, orange hair, looks perfect. Looks perfect. Adorable too. um yeah, all the characters look quite good. There's a couple. There's a couple that I'm like, I see what they're trying to go for, but let me think here. It's about 8:15. Probably another half hour. Yeah, I'll be on for another 30 minutes. I'm gonna start being live at 6:45 every Monday and Friday. 6:30 is just a little bit too early still because we're still eating supper at that time. I mean, not okay. How do I say this? Not so much comparing them to what I had in mind from the books, more like because the movie cast was perfection. All right, and again, this is coming from a guy who grew up with the movies. Um, I don't know if you know Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman was one of the greatest actors, in my mind, to ever live. Played some of the greatest characters, bad guys, mostly. Um, yep, Snape. He was perfect, absolutely perfect. Now, I don't know much about the actor that's playing Snape in this one. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Do not get me wrong about this. I am very much looking forward to it. Um, and I haven't heard him like talk or anything. I actually don't even know the actor. I have no idea who the actor is. Never seen him in anything else. But from what I saw, he actually looked really good. There's a lot of people complaining about him, which is one of those things. But yep, Die Hard. Oh my goodness, Quigley Down Under. He was the bad guy in that one. Let me think here. Let me think. He was the sheriff of Nottingham and Robin Hood. Let's see. Good grief. He was a bad guy in a lot of movies. I mean, the way he portrayed Snape was just like, I don't know. Like, if somebody was to ask me, hey, what does Snape look like? Alan Rickman. Let's get into. Oh no, and that's the thing. Like, once you see the show, once you see the characters, I think it's going to be really good. Like, I am very excited for it. I know Bree by the Sea, who is one of the biggest Harry Potter nerds out there. She has a lot of problems with it. You know. But he, Snape, and Dumbledore looks great. McGonagall looks perfect. They're doing scenes from the books that were not in the movies. Like, so much, so much is going to be covered, and I've got a pretty good feeling they're going to be 1 hour episodes. I would be shocked if they're 30 minutes. 30-minute episodes? No. They're going to be 1 hour, at least. And again, I have no idea how many episodes there's going to be. But I'm also... this is where I'm a little bit nervous, right? Hogwarts Castle. In the movie is so iconic, the way they have it. And there's Hogwarts Castle in Universal Studios, in Epic Universe. It's all built from the movies. So I'm a little bit nervous what they're going to do in the show. Are they going to keep things the same in the show? Are they going to change it a little bit? Or are they going to do completely different? Right? Are they going to do something so different that Universal Studios is going to be like, so we're going to have to change the castle completely in the parks. Great. So, I mean, yeah, and the music too. The soundtrack? Oh my goodness. You hear the soundtrack, you know what movie that's from. Or if you know if you hear a piece of music from the movies, you know what scene that's from. So I'm a little bit nervous too what they're gonna do with that. I would love if they did the same music. I like that would be the best thing. I have a feeling they're not. They're probably gonna do their own style, which again, this is HBO, right? This is HBO, and this is kind of a new look for Harry Potter, which is awesome. I mean, there's so many people that were like, and understandably so. Usually, when you make a reboot, it's been 25, 30 years or more. It's only been 15 years. So I can understand why people are like, why a reboot already? Most of the original cast is still alive, right? I mean, okay, Snape is not, Dumbledore's not, McGonagall's not. Who am I missing here? I think those are all like the big characters that have the actors that have passed, which rest in peace. But um, oh, Hagrid, thank you. I was like, there's one more. Right, thank you. Oh my goodness, Hagrid, Robbie Coltrane. That one like that one hurt. That one hurt. That was a big one. Uh, yeah, man. I remember when I found that out. I was not expecting that. Oy. I assume they'll retain the same Harry Potter themes, but I would think so. I hope that they keep the same, you know, type of music, but sprinkle in their own little thing, right? Um, teacher. I said McGonagall. Um, oh, right. Yes. Madam Hooch. That's right. She did pass away, didn't she? Huh. That's right. And Draco's mom, Draco Malfoy's mom, also passed. That one took me by complete surprise. That, um, yeah, Madam Hooch. I feel like there's somebody else. No, no. Thankfully, no. In the movie, yes, but man, who else is there? No, yeah, James and Oliver Phelps are still alive. They're actually doing shows on Food Network right now. Man, who am I thinking of? Oh my goodness, that's gonna drive me crazy. There is somebody else. Okay, just a second here. McGonagall, Dumbledore, Snape, Hagrid, Draco's mom, Madam Hooch. Hmm. um. Yeah, that'd be good if you could find that out because that's gonna drive me crazy. There is somebody. Um. Oh, oh, my goodness. Ugh. The wand seller. For some reason, I cannot think of his name. But the guy that was selling Harry the wands. I can't think of the actor. He also passed. Oh my goodness. Who else? Is that it? Is that it? Right. Yeah, Vernon. That's right. Yes. Yeah, that's right. There was that. Okay. There was another biggish character. That's right. And not just because he was big. Yeah, Vernon. That's right. That actor. John Cleese is still alive. Yeah, the wand maker. Can't think of his name. The actor. Yeah, it's gone. I can't think of it. Um, Filch is still alive. All the main kids, all the kids are still alive. There's quite a few. Yeah, of course there is. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Isabella! Eee! See, we can do it too. Ooh. Hey. Ay, 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 ay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those things. Like, there's not a lot of people who could replace Alan Rickman as Snape. There's not a whole lot of people there who could replace Maggie Smith as McGonagall. But who they got for McGonagall? Brilliant, absolutely beautiful. Um, I mean, those are some big shoes to fill. Those are some huge, huge shoes to fill. But I know there's going to be like 10 seasons of Harry Potter, and each one's going to be one book. I think a few are going to be like 2 seasons for a book, which is wise because those books are like humongous. Really? 10 to 12 episodes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. 1 hour episodes. That's 12 hours. Yeah. You could do that. Okay. Okay. I could see this. That's not quite as many as I was thinking, but no, that makes sense actually. Huh. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, it's true. That is average. But I could see it. I could see that working though. 10 to 12. You know, that's what confuses me about so many TV shows, way back in the 90s, early 2000s. There would have been like 40, 50, 60 episodes per season of something. Now there's like 15 or 20 or less. I'm like, man, did production companies just run out of so much money that they can't make big episodes or long seasons? Oh yeah, 24. I mean, I, okay. I grew up watching Power Rangers. Okay, I grew up watching Power Rangers back in the day. There was like 40 episodes every season, which was awesome, right? That was great. Now there's like 15, maybe 20. Uh, hey, Carly, how's it going? No worries there, Finn. No worries. Good to see you back. How you doing, Carly? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Walking Dead was hard to finish with 24%. Wow. And those were all one hour episodes, weren't they? Right? Like, so let's see, that's 24 hours. I mean, you could almost binge watch that, honestly. Some longer. Okay. Hey, if you don't have anything going on for 24 hours, you could almost binge watch that. Without stopping, of course. Might take a little while. I got very slow. Okay. Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. I mean, my favorite shows right now are The Mandalorian. Absolutely loved every season of The Mandalorian. And I'm very excited for the movie. There's a movie coming out with Mandalorian Grogu. But in 2 days, is the new Super Mario Galaxies movie. I played Mario Kart, Mario, Super Mario, Mario Sunshine. Oh man, I played all those. Which one, The Mandalorian or Mario? Because there's a first Mario movie. There's a first Mario movie that I highly recommend. Oh, dude, yeah. The first Mario movie, like when I first saw it, I I grew up with it, right? I grew up playing the games, so I was very much hyped for the first one, and it met every expectation that I had. That I mean, sure, there was a couple things they did. I was like, oh, huh, okay, didn't see that coming, but it went into the rest of the movie so well. And it must have because it made what $2 billion or something crazy. Oh, Mandalorian. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, Mandalorian. What do I say about Mandalorian? Oh my goodness. Like it's everything that I would want from a space western. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say it like that. It's everything I want from a space western. If cowboys were in space, that's the Mandalorian. And I love cowboys. I love space. I love Star Wars. I love old wests. Um, so that the Mandalorian is just one of the best shows on TV, in my opinion. I and it's all on Disney Plus. So if you've got that, I highly recommend watching all 3 seasons. I mean, there's a couple episodes in season 3. I was like, huh, now why would they do that? That makes no sense. But that's just a couple episodes. The very last episode of Mandalorian season 3. Oh my goodness. I was on the edge of my seat. Like, oh man, that was. I'm not going to give anything away, but I'm just going to say that was one of the best final battles I've ever seen. Yes, it is a piece of cake. So good, so tasty. It's, Mandalorian is literally to me, it's like the best pie you could ever have. It literally is. It is like if you love. Sorry, I just had a swirling thing on the screen again. Just had to get reconnected as usual. Um, if you love cheesecake, right? Think about cheesecake for a second here, and think about what you love on a cheesecake. And imagine you got all that stuff. I know, right? uh, imagine you got all that stuff on that cheesecake that you absolutely love. And because you love all that stuff, that cheesecake is like absolutely perfect. That's Mandalorian for me. I know not a lot of people liked it. I, however, loved Ahsoka because there's 2 episodes in Ahsoka that blew me away. That I was completely unprepared for. Was just, oh man. Oh. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, reconnect is always weird because I'm like not always expecting it, though I should be by now. Because usually it does it right at 9 o'clock, but it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Finn, I may have to sue you. Yes, we may have to have a question, a conversation here. Okay, not every episode of Ahsoka was amazing. There was 2 episodes that I thought was one of the 2 of the best episodes of anything on TV. Okay, that's probably a tall order there. How long does it reconnect for? Like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Yeah, maybe 4 at most. Not very long. Oh, all right. And I know not a lot of people liked. I have not seen Mr. Robot yet. Not seen Mr. Robot. Hey, Carly. Carly raising her hand because she loves something? Or do you have a question, madam? Because please ask away. I am a walking encyclopedia. I've heard of Mr. Robot. I've heard of that. Screen is so small right now. Oh. Brief. Yes. Mr. Robot. I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I think I've heard of that. Not entirely sure. But I mean, I know not a lot of people like this one either, and I understand. I'm such a big Boba Fett character fan. Like, I'm such a Boba Fett fanboy. There was a lot about Boba Fett that I loved. There was a lot about that was kind of like, But there was stuff about it that was super cool. That they brought in some characters that I didn't realize they were going to from cartoons and books. Another good one is it's on Disney Plus, I hope still. I think there's 3. Yeah, there should be. Is there? Let me think here. Yeah, there is 3 seasons, isn't there? That's right. There is 3. The Secrets of Sulphur Springs. Like, it's one of those shows that, and it's on Disney Plus. The Secrets of Sulphur Springs, at least to me, I actually do kind of like ghost stories to an extent. This one was just fun. It was just fun. It was a great story. Great storyline. Oh my goodness. One of the best storylines I think Disney Plus has put out. No, yeah, I actually loved Boba Fett. I'm one of those weirdos. But Secrets of Sulphur Springs, there's 2 kids. All right, one of the kids, he's a boy. He moves with his family to Louisiana to this old, abandoned, kind of run down hotel called the Tremont. And he goes to a new school. doesn't really like that he, has to move from all of his friends to a new place. And he meets a girl at school, and she asks him, where did you move to? Oh, I moved to the Tremont. You moved to the Tremont? And every kid, every teacher in the school immediately knows what's going on. So the Tremont is actually haunted. It's actually haunted. So it's a really good story of these kids trying to figure out this mystery as to, is the Tremont haunted, or is it just a fictional story that somebody made up? And there's time travel. There is time travel involved. That's where it gets really fun. Yeah, these two kids, the boy and the girl, go back in time, forwards in time, a lot, and it is really fun. My parents and I watched all 3 seasons like 3 times. That's saying a lot. Yeah, it's kind of like the start of Casper in a way. I mean, the boy has a brother, a sister, his 2 parents. The girl has a brother and a mom, and her family's connected to this, like big time. Her family's definitely connected to this. Yeah, there's a lot of time travel, so it's a lot of fun. Secrets of Sulphur Springs. Trying to think of other ones that we've loved watching. There's a lot. But those are really the main ones, Mandalorian, Sulphur Springs, Boba Fett, any of the Star Wars ones. Obi-Wan was good. The Obi-Wan series was good. I wouldn't say it was my favorite. But Ewan McGregor, he's brilliant in everything. Yeah, we got Netflix. Yep. We watch a lot of things on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. We're gonna have to get HBO soon if we want to watch Harry Potter, unfortunately. And we're actually getting rid of cable. Yeah, we're actually getting rid of cable here. We're gonna move to another company that's a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. They might be coming out tomorrow. I forgot about that. Be ready for that. Oh, and all of the let's see here. A lot of the Avengers shows too, like WandaVision. Goodness. If you haven't seen WandaVision, it can take like an episode or 2 to get into, but oh man. Oh yeah, we got Roku. Yeah, Roku. I want to see one of the actors. She is the blonde. Oh, awesome. Yes. Oh my goodness. Savannah. Savannah's the character. I cannot think of the actress's name. But that's awesome. Live theater, my sister knew her. And you didn't tell her about me. Yeah, I can't think of the actress's name, but yeah. Savannah. That's awesome. That's so cool. That like it's one of those shows that you're like, okay, there's a lot of kids, so it's for kids. But the story gets so deep, gets so good. Especially in later seasons, you're just like, oh man, this is getting intense, and I loved it. Man, we do need to watch that again. But that's awesome. You got to meet Savannah. That's awesome. Um, the boy Griffin. I had to think of his name for a second. Yeah, Griffin is the boy. The girl that he meets. I just had it. Um, Harper. Harper is the girl that he meets. It's right there. Harper's brother. It's gone. It's like tofu. It's not tofu. Togu. Yep. Okay. It was a theater in New York. I didn't know who she was. My sister was like, "Oh my goodness, that's Savannah." I was like, "Who's that?" Yeah, no, like that. I would love to meet any of those characters. I really would. I've met. I've actually gotten the enormous pleasure to meet Darth Maul, Ray Park. Yes, I got to meet Ray Park about 5 years ago. Actually, no, 7 years ago. It was before COVID. Um, I saw the guy that played the original Big Bird from Sesame Street. And I also got to meet Billy, the original Blue Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin. And this was cool. I got to meet Jonathan Lipnicki. Jonathan Lipnicki from Stuart Little, the Little Vampire. My goodness, he's been in a lot of stuff. I think those are the 4 or 5 biggest actors that I've ever met. I mean, Ray Park was so cool. I actually got to ask him, did you sign up for Darth Maul, or was he like not your first choice? He said, man, I wanted to play a Jedi so bad. I wanted to, I wanted to be a good guy. And I just burst out laughing. I'm like, oh man, you got the short end of the lightsaber, didn't you? At least he had a cool fall into a hole. I love Darth Maul. Darth Maul is one of my favorite characters of all time. Finn number 2. Yes, Finn number 2 has arrived. Looks like I'm going to be on a little bit longer. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. But no, yeah, getting to meet all of those actors was just, man. I did get a signed poster of Darth Maul from Ray Park, which was pretty awesome. Dude, no, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Man, that right there is somebody I would have loved to meet. Man, that would have been so cool. I love Charlie. Charlie Kirk. Great guy. Great guy. I mean, no worries about the whole politics thing. Man, it's all anybody wants to talk about anymore. That's for sure. Oh, yeah, I just got a new creature. I have 3 now. All right, I can retire now. Good to see everybody. All right, because of Finn, I can officially retire. My job is done. We'll see you guys later. I've actually been waiting. I've literally been waiting for both Finns to be on at the same time. I have literally been waiting for this. I'm like, every time Finn Litton gets on, I'm like, Finn's Up has to get on. He has to get on. And Finn's Up doesn't get on. I'm like, one of these days, both of you. The shark duo. That's right. I just got it in Florida. Oh, hey, that works. That works. well, we still have both Finns here, whether they be real people named Finn or sharks. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. No, trying to think if I met anybody else. Anybody else famous, that is. I have met a lot of big time authors who are some of my most favorites, like Wayne Thomas Batson. Oh my goodness. That's a guy that I have modeled a lot of my writing after. Um, Morgan Elboose. Morgan Boos. Great lady. Let's see. Frank Peretti. Oh my goodness. that right there. That is a story in itself. Yeah, that works. That works. Yes, the spirit of the two fins. That's right. I just call you like I know him. Exactly. It's the thought that counts. But how are you doing, fins up? Yes, how are you doing? Yeah, so I'll tell you guys a little story. This is one of the biggest moments of my writing career. For those of you who don't know, I am actually a published author. So I can't shave my beard. I'm not at 2,000 subscribers yet. I made an agreement with Clutch Blocks that when I get to 2,000, I'm gonna shave all this off. I still have like 600 more subscribers to go. Dude, yeah, look me up. There should be a post. There should be a post on the channel with all three of my books. There should be a post. Return of the Black Knight, The Rose and the Sword, and Faith of the Wolf. Yes. There is a fourth one coming. It's in the works right now. It's called Winter's Night. With a K. Night with a K. What if I shave mine first? Well, I can't see you, Peter, so I have no idea if you did or not. I mean, I you know, I do plan to, this is all coming off at some point. I actually am going to need to trim it a little bit. 3,000 creature keeper tattoo. Yeah. I can do that. We'll see. I made some promises about that one, but we'll see. I've never had a tattoo before, at least not a permanent one. I am making another shirt, another creature keeper shirt. It's gonna hopefully be done next month if I play my cards right. Timing. You started your collection because of this, dude. Oh, yeah, I think I missed something. What if I shave? I mean, Peter, you let me know when you're gonna shave yours, and maybe I'll shave mine. Maybe. Like I said, I made an agreement. Last summer, I actually let this grow out as long as I could, and it got long. It was like down to here. Yeah. It's never been that long before. I let it grow for about, I think I started in March or April of last year, and then I did not shave. I trimmed a little bit, but I did not shave until September 20th of last year. So there you go. You started your collection because of this, dude. That just rocks my socks off. I'm trying to grow a beard here. We're in progress. I'll tell you. I'll tell you a little secret to my beard. I started growing a beard when I was 11. Okay, I started growing a beard when I was 11, and I will shave all this off, and it's back to this within 2 weeks. It grows super fast. One of those temporary stick-on ones for proposals. I used to have one. I actually did used to have a like a Halloween, beard with a wig. I used to have one. Um, I think my nephew has it now. Gotta start somewhere. That's right. Yeah, I was an early one. I started very early. But I mean, it's one of those things, right? Like when I was a kid, 10 or younger, I did not plan on having a beard or a mustache. And when I first started growing a mustache, which was before the beard, I was like, wait, is this actually happening? And then the beard came and I was like, oh, okay. And I'm only, what, 11, 12, 13? So, yeah. I looked like a very short 20-year-old at 11. But I'll tell you guys a little story because of my writing career. So back in, see, this is 2019. I was down in St. Louis, Missouri for a writers conference. And I knew who the speaker was going to be for that weekend. And I had heard of him, Terry Brooks. Terry Brooks is his name. I had heard of him. I knew what he wrote, but I hadn't read anything. And I knew he was a pretty big deal. He's written, my goodness, that guy's written over 40 books, all in the same series. Thank you very much. Millions, if not billions, of copies sold. I was pretty excited, to meet him because I was like, this is going to be the first big time author I've ever met. Now, I also knew that my favorite author, Wayne Thomas Batson, was going to be there. And I highly recommend looking up Wayne Thomas Batson, especially the Door Within trilogy. Oh my goodness. Once the adventure starts going in the first book, oh snap. I was hooked. Love all the characters. Anyway, I get to the hotel where the conference is, right? And I go down, so I've got a little pile of my own books that I'm gonna sell at the store, that was set up. So I go down there with my books. I walk up to the leader of the whole group, and I said, "Hey, Scott, I've got my books here." He said, "Oh, awesome! Yeah, there's a table right over there for you." Oh, by the by, say hi to Terry Brooks. I didn't even realize the man was standing right there in front of me, and he turns around. Hey, how's it going? I just stood there. Set my books down. Hi. I'm like, okay. Like, the first person that I see there is Terry. And I'm just like, hi there. How's it going? He's like, good. Yeah, it's so good to see you. I'm like, okay. So, and people were asking me before I left, right? Are you gonna meet Terry Brooks? That'd be so cool. I'm like, that line is gonna be out the door. I'm gonna be standing in line for 3 hours. There's no way. But just seeing the man is gonna be good enough. He wasn't even signing books at that point. I had literally just gotten to the hotel, got my stuff to my room, walked downstairs. Hey, Scott. Oh, yeah, here's Terry. He's just standing there like a regular person. I'm like, good grief. If you were a movie star, you would be clobbered right now. Oh, man. So about 3 years later, I go back to the same conference. It's in St. Louis again. And Frank Peretti. Okay, let me tell you a little something about Frank. He's 80 years old. Okay, he's 80 years old right now. He wrote his first book, which was one of my favorites, The Door in the Dragon's Throat, back in like 1982. And I knew he was going to be there, right? I knew he was going to be there. We have his books. He is an absolute legend in my family. Uh, Most of my sisters have read his stuff. Um, so I was like, yeah, this is going to be like the biggest, movie star, author, famous person I've ever met. So I'm thinking there, but again, there's no way I'm gonna meet him, right? There's no way. I'm just seeing him. I might take a picture of him, right? I'm gonna take a picture of him, right? Even if he doesn't realize it. So I walk downstairs, and again, happened almost the exact same way. I walk downstairs to the store. I'm about to walk up to one of my friend's tables where he's selling his books, and I see this guy talking to a few other authors. I'm like, oh, cool, there's Frank Peretti. What? That's what? It's like this guy. He's like the Johnny Depp, right? Frank Peretti is like Johnny Depp of authors, of movie stars, okay? So I'm just like, yeah, this guy's gonna be surrounded by security. He's gonna have all these guards around him, or something like that. And he's just standing there talking to a few ladies in completely ordinary plain clothing, and I'm just like, and one of my friends is looking at me like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'll be fine. I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to this guy." Now here's the thing. I had it in my head what he was going to sound like. I had it in my head what he's going to sound like. Like, from his picture, I was like, he's going to have this deep, soothing but commanding type of voice that just screams, yeah, I'm one of the best, Well, I walk up to him and I'm like, you are an absolute legend in my family, sir. This is like a monumental moment for me. And what came next, I was not prepared for. I was not prepared for this at all. He opened his mouth, and I kid you not, this is what he sounded like. Well, I've never been a lady in their boy's family before. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, that's pretty amazing. That's great. It's great to meet you. I'm just standing there trying so hard not to burst out laughing because I'm like, why does he look like Red Green from the Red Green Show, but he sounds like Kermit the Frog? I'm like, what? Wait a second. He's like, yeah, it's good to meet you. It's good to meet you. Yeah, you got your own books here. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'll be signing mine. Be signing mine tomorrow. I'm like, is that his voice? I'm like, you ain't just miming somebody, are you? I didn't say that. I was like, completely caught, unprepared, completely unprepared for that. Well, again, I'm thinking this guy should be surrounded by security right now. How is this possible? And so I go upstairs to my room. A few hours later, I come down. I come off the elevator, and I kid you not, Frank just walks right past me. He's like, "Oh, hey, EJ, how's it going?" And he just keeps on going. I'm like, can somebody just explain to me why Frank Peretti just is walking like a normal everyday person in everyday clothing. I'm just like, I did not expect that. Huh. Wow. Just a very down to earth, very kind, very gentle man who also looked just like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, the original with the white beard. And everybody, and I agree, everybody was saying how much of an Obi-Wan Kenobi he was for all of us authors. Like, he was the Obi-Wan Kenobi of authors. So that was one of the craziest moments I've ever had as an author. I was completely dumbfounded, completely awestruck, shocked, amazed, and confused. So there you go. There you go. Yeah. So that was and yes, I brought, because I also knew Wayne Thomas Batson was going to be there signing. I brought all three of the Door Within trilogy. Like, those are the three books I brought, and I was so excited. I was second, or no, yeah, I was third in line. Like, I made sure I was down there, and like, for me, Wayne Thomas Batson is Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is my favorite actor. Mostly because of Pirates. But I will, like, the guy ahead of me, he had this giant cart. And I'm thinking, wow, he's got all these books for all of these big, big time authors. Like, man, he's going to be here a while. What I did not know. So this guy ahead of me, he walks up to Wayne, and Wayne looks up at him and just bursts out laughing. Because he said, "Oh man, you actually did it. Last year you told me you were going to do it. I didn't think you would." And the guy opens up the cart. It's all 20, if not multiples, of all of Wayne's books. And I'm looking, like, again, I'm next in line. I'm looking back to where the line is extending. I'm like, oh boy, we're going to be here for a while. And Wayne is like, you know what? Everybody in line, sorry, I got to sign every single one of these right now, because I told this guy last year if he came with all of my books, I would sign them on the spot. I'm so sorry if this is going to take a while. But when I went up to him, sat down, he started signing mine. I felt like I was in the presence of a legend. Like, oh my goodness. Like, absolutely. So anyway, those are my three biggest author stories. And I got to learn straight from Wayne Thomas Batson as well, which was absolutely incredible. Yeah, so there you go. Whew. Yeah. And I'm officially out of breath. I haven't told those stories in a long time. But anyway, it is about 9:15, if not later. I'm on a little longer than usual, but I wanted to tell those stories. So, but I should probably get going here. I gotta get ready for a new cable guy to come tomorrow, maybe. I also gotta get ready for a heater, air conditioner guy to come tomorrow as well. So did you guys get my books? I will sign every single one of them on the spot. I will sign every single one of them. I don't care. I'll sign them all. Isabella, Wheels, Finn, Fins Up, all you guys. Oh yeah. I'll definitely sign everything. Alan. I don't know Alan. Dude, yeah, they're all on Amazon. Okay, they're all on Amazon. They're all on sale right now too. So I would totally recommend getting them on Amazon because that's the only place you're gonna find them. But again, if you put in Return of the Black Knight, okay, if you put in Return of the Black Knight, and it comes up with Batman, it's really annoying because Return of the Black Knight. Oh, you must have meant the Dark Knight. No, I ain't that good. I did not create Batman. Just keep searching or put in E.J. Sobetsky. Okay, that's my author name. Oh, Alan Gratz. Oh, I thought you were saying my favorite author is Alan, and then you were saying Gratz on my books. Sorry, I read that wrong. Alan Gratz. That sounds very familiar. Now I think about it. I cannot think of what he wrote, but I've heard that name. Heard that name. Historical fiction. You would like mine then. You would like mine. There's a lot of time travel involved, and you get to see some historical moments, but there's a lot of fantasy involved too. So there you go. That's me. Yep, just look that name up on Amazon. It should come up. And if you guys like books on Roman numerals, I wrote a book on Roman numerals. That's selling better than my trilogy. I don't know why. But anyway, I should probably get going. Really, I have been sitting in the same position for who knows how long. But it was great hanging out with you guys tonight. The end. Yes, I wrote a book. The end. The end to you guys. It was awesome hanging out with all of you. Thanks everybody for being on. As always, Isabella, Wheels, Fins up. If we get somebody named Phineas next, well, we've got the three amigos. Definitely. Yeah, thanks for being on, mate. I'll be back Friday. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great. Yeah, that's right. Not relaxed today. I was wondering. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, all that good stuff. And no matter what you guys do this week till Friday, have fun out there because that's what matters. Just having fun. So, love you guys, and I'll see you very soon.